What's going on, guys? DC here. I want to do a quick video. I was working on a track earlier that didn't go too well. My voice was shot, so I'm like, let me just do a quick video, whatever, instead. But I was on Facebook earlier today, and I saw this one guy who was, talking about his success and stuff, and he had like a picture or video or something like that out there, and like a bunch of people were commenting, and he has things going on, young dude making, 5 figures a month and whatnot, and there were a ton of people that were like, oh, scam, blah blah blah. This is not the truth or whatever. Stop trying to take people's money and all this crap. And I'm like, you're that much of you are that in need to express your opinion to somebody that doesn't even know you, to talk down what they're doing. For what reason? So obviously you got too much time if you're on Facebook being negative to other people. But the point of the video is, as you're becoming successful and you're attracting the right people, you're also attracting the wrong people. And I realized part of being a successful person is having that proper mindset to know how to deal with that situation. And I remember looking at his comments, and I'm thinking, damn, this guy's probably like my age, and I might have taken a different approach to it. But he was very, very calm and professional about it. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not surprised that he's handling it that way. But I'm like thinking, here, this is a young guy, like my age, doing his thing, putting himself out there, and there's a ton of people probably like twice his age and just bitching about stuff. I'm thinking in my mind, how are you gonna put down something that somebody else is doing? Somebody put something down that's moving them forward, and you have nothing going on. It's not like you're saying, hey, there's a problem, do this instead, or I've done that, do this instead. It's like, oh, what you're doing is whack, blah 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 blah, but I'm gonna go back and be broke anyway. So it's like there's no solution, just bitching. So number one, stay away from people like that. Stay away from them. Don't even waste your time. And the way I saw it, I heard this quote, like I think it was like a movie or something like that, like a couple days ago. And they're like, you know what? We're educated, so don't let the uneducated upset you. And it makes so much sense to me. And again, I probably would have taken a different approach if I was the guy. But I'm thinking, this is crazy. Like, you're on Facebook, you're talking to a complete stranger who is not even talking to you. Like, obviously, if he's successful and you don't want to be successful, don't even look at his stuff. Why are you spending time commenting? So, I mean, that's kind of the point of the video. There's gonna always be people telling you that something's not possible, that you can't do it. And I will tell you that is when you're doing something big enough for people to bitch about and like complain about it and trying to stop you, it's because you're on the right path. You're on the right path. When you got nothing going on, notice ain't nobody hitting you up, nobody's liking your stuff, nobody's messaging you on Facebook. People aren't even texting you or calling you. They don't even ask you if you want to hang out. When you got things going on, that's when your phone's blowing up. Everybody want to hit you up. Hey, how you been? People come out of nowhere. Hey, yo, let's work together on this thing. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I don't even know who you are. Like, it's just crazy. But I realized that find something that pisses people off, and don't do it just because it's pissing people off, but do it because you want to do it, and forget about what everybody else is saying. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, especially if they're not even in a place in life where you want to be. That just doesn't make any sense to me. So like, if I'm trying to make money, I don't listen to people that are in my situation. You're in a hole, you can't teach me how to get out the hole if you're in a hole. Or if you're trying to get big, you don't listen to somebody who's small. Like, at least somebody that has results in some area that you're trying to work in. But like, I realize that you can tell if somebody's successful or if they're working on being successful in whatever area in their life by how they talk to other people who are successful. If you find somebody that's just bitching at somebody who's doing something with themselves, that person is going nowhere in life. Nowhere in life. And I thought about it this today. I was like, when people tell you you can't do something, or they have a problem with what you're doing when you didn't even ask for their opinion, all that is their self-image, their self-esteem speaking out loud. They won't tell themselves that they're not able to do something, but they'll tell you because they see you doing something. So I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes you have your friends or whatever, you're hanging out and stuff, and you realize, you think everybody's kind of like your people, like the people that are around you. You don't think people are that stupid out there. And you start seeing these comments, I'm like, wow, you're like 40 years old bitching about some shit that has nothing to do with you. Nobody even commented on your stuff. Nobody was even asking you what you thought about it. And it's like, just stay away from people that have problems with what you're doing. Me personally, I realized years ago, I'm not here to impress anybody. I'm not here to please people at the expense of myself. I realized you will never ever be happy if all you're doing is trying to make other people happy. Make yourself happy first, and the people that want to be around you will get around you because they're gonna find you. When you light yourself on fire, people will come around to watch you burn. I learned that years ago. Forget about it. What everybody's just talk to the right people. When you cast bait into the water, you're not trying to catch every fish. You know what fish is in that water, in that area, in that season, in that temperature. So you throw a specific bait. You don't throw a bait and try to catch every fish in the sea. You see what I'm saying? So just do your thing. Forget about what anybody else is telling you. If you got negativity, even friends and family, doesn't matter. Keep moving forward. Leave everybody behind. You need to have that mindset if you're trying to do anything with your life. Because if you're trying to put other people's opinions and priorities in front of yours, it's not going to work out. For you to be successful, you need to have a certain mindset coming into this thing. I don't care if you're selling crap. Successful people know what it means and how it feels like to go through the periods of struggle, of no results, of slacking off and not being consistent, of just doing a lot of stuff and just being frustrated, and people telling them all this crap and they don't have the results to show people. Successful people know what that is like, so they don't run around and tell other people what they're not capable of doing, or you can't do this and that. That's dumb. They come from a place of knowledge and wisdom and success and results. So just stay away from people like that. Obviously, they got nothing good to say. Just leave them in the background. It doesn't matter. They really don't matter at all. So just focus on what you got to do, get it done, and it's always moving forward. Keep people in the background. You don't need to worry about what's going on next to you. Like, you got to get to the point where you're like, okay, what are you doing? Nothing? You're done. What are you doing? What are you doing? And just have like 3 or 4 people that are your mastermind that you hang out with, you can talk to about whatever you're doing, because you know that even if they're not doing what you're doing in the same niche, you're both moving forward, or all of your are moving forward. All your people are moving forward, so you have a common goal essentially. So if anybody doesn't have that going on, don't expect them to understand what you're doing. Don't look for support. Don't look for any of that stuff. If they don't understand your problem, they're not going to understand your solution. And you need to know that as a successful person, you need to come into the game knowing that you're not looking for any support from anybody. If you do that, you're good to go. If you want to start looking for support from people and like, oh, but I just want them to see things the way that I see it, forget it. It's a waste of time. They don't need to see it the way you see it. Only you need to see it the way you see it. And that's it. So with that being said, hopefully you got something out of that. I'll be doing a lot of videos like this. Actually, me and my boy, we just started a new channel called Entrepreneur on Tour. So we're working on a lot of stuff. We've been talking about a lot of books and quotes and success principles and stuff like that we're working on. If you're into that kind of stuff, give me a shout. Email me at leveragelifestyle@gmail.com. And if you already got me on your friends list or whatever, give me a shout. Message me or whatever. But hopefully you got something out of that. All right, guys. Peace. Take care.